Hey, welcome back. It's another Age of Empires 4 replay. This time the map is Dry Arabia. It's going to be me playing as the Abbasid dynasty versus my opponent, Thomas, who's playing as the Holy Roman Empire. Kind of surprising to see Holy Roman Empire here on Dry Arabia. They're a civilization that likes choke points, that likes an easily defendable territory so that they can just wall up, defend what they've got, and then venture out once they make it into the castle age to grab up all of those juicy relics for their Regnitz Cathedral. So it's a little fishy seeing a Holy Roman Empire player out here. That said, maybe they'll drag out a Age 2 fight and transition to grabbing those relics. Scouting around, grabbing up sheep. With this feeling that the Holy Roman Empire aren't really supposed to be here on Dry Arabia, I'm going to try and scout a little bit more, and I'm definitely not going to change my game plan. I'm going to get the Culture Wing from the House of Wisdom because I want something that'll allow me to stay in my base and get resources. I don't want to devote my villagers to wood and stone just to end up being attacked by some ram rush or something like that. So I'm going to go Culture Wing, Professional Scouts, and just be safe in my base. And I do notice something up here. I notice a villager coming out with the hammer. That means he's going to build something. That was a little fishy. I have my scout attack him to kind of be like, I see what you're doing. So I'm getting weird vibes. It's not an Aachen chapel, it's a minework palace that gives cheap blacksmith upgrades to the Holy Roman Empire. So I'm scouting around, I'm trying to find out what exactly he's doing. I'm looking in the stealth forest to see if I find any like proxy barracks or anything like that. Just anything fishy that might not be standard play. I've made it to the feudal age. I'm getting my preservation of knowledge, keeping my villagers on gold so that we can get enough to do professional scouts. Feeling good. And we're gonna get our archery range and stable up, mostly because we just think that they're a good set of military buildings to have when you're up against the Holy Roman Empire. And look at this. He sent 7 villagers out this way. I suspected he's going for these deer right here. I'm scouting around, seeing if he's already got some infrastructure up here, but I think we just denied him from grabbing these deer as quick as he wanted, and it's nice that he had 7 villagers off of resources, basically just walking around doing nothing. I'm trying to get up enough structures to get my golden age. I want to go into my tier 1 golden age. Probably be a good idea to maybe put another lumber camp down. Let's see here. Still haven't seen any aggression from my opponent, and when I scouted him, I didn't see any military structures. So I'm gonna send out some troops, see what I can find. I figured some archers, a horseman, camel archer. That'll probably deal with anything he throws at me. We can snipe down villagers with them. So we're gonna check it out. Let's see. Didn't see anything at these deer, so that's good. We've still denied him from grabbing those deer. Meanwhile, at the same time, I'm grabbing my deer. I get my golden age tier 1. Professional Scouts is about to finish. So I'm rallying up these troops. I'm going to attack his gold mine right as I start to ferry these deer carcasses back to my base. So there's the Professional Scouts. I noticed the little notification, and so I'm going to set my scouts to work. We're going to send those back to the base, and we're going to send these troops in to try and harass his gold. Let's see if we can't find some villagers here. Looks like we've got a few. So we're gonna snipe down these villagers. Meanwhile, back home, I'm being attacked by early man-at-arms and a ram. I retreat my villagers away from the berries and into the town center. They can at least fire arrows at all these man-at-arms. I'm gonna send my villagers out. They were, I think they were either chopping or they were on, yeah, I think actually they were all on food. They were all gathering up these deer. I'm just gonna send them to burn the ram. And now his man-at-arms, his little army is just kind of moving back and forth. I'm looking for more kills back here. Nice. Oh, yeah, we should probably pull back at that point. The more his man-at-arms run around and take town center fire, the happier I am. And I mean, these camel archers are actually decent against these early man-at-arms. Yeah, they have 3 ranged armor, but at least the camel archers are doing a full 10 damage. He comes forward. I'm not scared of the spearmen. The camel archer does extra damage to these spearmen, and we've pretty much repulsed his entire attack. Heck, I'm grabbing more deer while this is happening. And now we'll just set everybody back to work. That really did not feel bad, and we got maybe 6 villager kills out there. And now I'm just scouting around to see if there was anything else that my opponent tried to do while attacking me. I'm going to send some forces this way to find out where those man-at-arms came from. It's very possible that they were just rallied from his base. Meanwhile, up here, I'm actually finding his villagers who were hunting deer. And he thinks that he's just going to fight my horsemen, but my reinforcements arrive, and now he has to deal with all these. And we find a villager here, along with his 2 proxy barracks that he put down. I'm going to send this archer to harass his gold. I'm feeling a lot of wins here. That was really good. Now, where do I go from here? I definitely want a blacksmith, because the more I think about it, his Minework Palace is giving him good upgrades, and I don't want to fall behind on the upgrade battle. And it's also possible he's going to commit more to this. It could be an all-in. I don't know. Proxy Racks is pretty all-in-y. So I'm going to put down another barracks, well, my first barracks, another military building, and I'm going to also put down a blacksmith because I want to get started on my own upgrades. We're getting a lot of food from these deer. We're getting, okay, we already got our wheelbarrow upgrade, and we're also getting horticulture. And I should also, yes, I've already gotten the mining upgrade. So that's usually what I go for when I want to just accelerate up to the next stage. Good, sending in more deer. I'm going to send these villagers out to start mining stone. Main reason being, I believe I've got enough food and gold, so I'm set on food. I don't need so many going for these deer carcasses. And I'm going to start rallying villagers over to wood. I want to gather up the wood and stone I need for a second town center, while simultaneously going up the economic wing to get to the castle age. I'm kind of scouting around in his base, and I see a nearly finished Regnitz Cathedral, and then it finishes. So my opponent's now in the castle age. And while I was happily attacking his buildings and preventing him from making units, I now need to send my armies out on the map and guard these relics. It's a shame that I didn't scout this earlier. He could have already had prelates on these relics, so that's a little scary. We take down a scout, and now we're just going to park units on these relics. I'm anxiously watching the mini-map, checking to see if these are going to disappear. And I'm also counting the relics on the mini-map. I'm only seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't see a 5th. Turns out the 5th one is up here. In fact, oh, you can barely see the outline of it. This is where the last relic is. But I don't have vision of it. I should really get some units over there. But it's possible he's already grabbed it. He could easily have snuck a prelate over here. Would like to see myself queue up these upgrades. They're inexpensive. I think I've got a decent amount on gold. I'm liking my economic balance. I should definitely take these villagers off of stone and have them do anything else. But really, yes, okay, I'm taking a huge clump off of food, and we're putting down another town center. We'll age up, we'll grab fresh foodstuffs, and then we can just start producing villagers like crazy. So I need time. I need time to get this second town center up. I need time to get this fresh foodstuffs and have my castle age finish. And I need time to get more upgrades. Thankfully, I've queued them up. Arguably, I could have a second barracks. I don't like queuing them all up. And this is what I really need to be doing. I need to be defending these relics. Fortunately, we find one prelate that's 100 gold right there and a relic denied. We're sitting on this one. We've got troops moving to this one. And we've already got troops sitting here guarding this one. I'm going to rally Spearman over to his proxy location over here. They do decent damage against buildings, and they're cheap. They're very cheap. So I might as well use them to just burn down his structures. And now that I'm in the castle age, I'd like to start getting a few knights, a few crossbowmen. Good, looks like I have a few queued up. It's never a bad idea to make tons of crossbowmen against the Holy Roman Empire. You're likely going to see knights or man-at-arms. So why not? Why not have some crossbowmen who can pierce that high armor rating? And I've decided to even take the deer at the front of my opponent's base. Because why not? I know he was going for these. We might as well just take him off the map. And while we're here, we can get a nice scout. We can see what exactly he's going for. Looks like we're seeing an archery range and another archery range going down. Should definitely get these scouts heading back. And I'm going around the backside of his base. I saw this wall going up. We're going to go around the backside, check these resource locations here. The stone, the berries, the gold. We don't want him just getting resources on the map for free. We find all these villagers on berries, and we're going to scare them off. Was targeting the prelate, wasn't sure what to go for, and then he leaves behind this one villager, so decide to finish her off. Suddenly, his whole army shows up. It's a lot of knights, so I immediately respond. Oh, he's actually backing them off? Interesting. Okay. Oh, that's another horseman, I think? Yeah, we spot two stables. We see the army of knights. I think he realizes, I don't care about these berries. I need these knights clearing these relics. I need to pick these up. After seeing the knights, I'm dropping down way more barracks, and I'm pumping spearmen as quick as I can. I'd like to get that upgrade to veteran for my spearmen. That's for sure. Would also like to see me maybe go up to agriculture, but as you can see, I'm really hurting on gold. I think I'd like to see some villagers, maybe these villagers who are chopping, maybe over on gold. Maybe going over to this gold. But we've lost another relic. This one just got picked up by his prelate. A bunch of knights swooped in, cleared out my units, and now he's ferrying the relic back. We'll burn down structures around here. I've still got some units here. I should probably gather them up and try to do some kind of harassment rather than just sit around with them. Unfortunately, I did make a mosque. I did reserve a little bit of gold to grab up relics and get them off the map, because then I don't have to guard them anymore. Sending his knights up this way. Guess he's happy to get his 2 relics. I'm not sure why he sent them up there. And these troops, I'm like, oh, no. Let's not fight those knights. Instead, I find some villagers on his stone. So we decide to go for those. Now we also see an archer ball. So it's looking like he's going... Oh, nice. We got a villager kill there. It looks like he's going knights and archers. Yeah, I'm deciding to target down a villager there. I feel like I've secured this relic. This relic has been secured. There's pretty much just this last one here, which fortunately I'm guarding. And I'm really starting to build up a force of troops. Look at all these troops rallying. And I'm still sending out the scouts to grab whatever I can. Back here, I encounter his knights. The camel archer is reducing the damage of all his knights. He might be able to take this fight, but no. He's really only got 3 knights here, and these 5 crossbowmen are doing work. He's going to run down to this other relic, and he's just going to run into more of my troops. Yeah, he has to back off. Yep, grabbing up more of his deer. And I decided to send these troops forward. They were rallying on this sacred site. I decided to send them forward because I saw all of his knights. Oh, this is huge. He's got an exposed prelate. I have exposed scouts, but I have a huge army here. And we've got the right composition, too. He's trying to take out my scouts before they get away, but oh man, we're just cleaning up. We're going to take out his whole army here. And on the back of this, I'm going to secure sacred sites, grab up those relics that have been on the map, and definitely want to send these troops in as well. Okay, yeah, we're securing the sacred site. That's more gold income, which we are desperate for. Looks like I'm balancing my economy a little bit. And at this point, I'm feeling like the game's mine. You can see I've got all these troops in his base. We're going to start putting down rams soon enough. I'll probably put more units on wood here. Grabbing this up, yep. Already secured. Only 1 relic for now, that's okay. Well, looks like we might get this archery range, maybe. Oh, and then we run into this. We have to back away. And it looks like he's going for another one, so we're just going to try and target down his villagers. Once we get out of range of this, yeah, now we can go to work. We're target firing. There's no way he has a second town center, so each of these losses is so painful. And now we're just going to keep building these battering rams. He's likely going to send... Yeah, he's all in on this keep. Although the sad part will be when I just go around. I mean, if he wants to finish this... Alright, fine. Goodbye. We'll just leave. Enjoy those battering rams. If he sends the villagers out, we'll just retreat the battering ram and send the archers back in. And then we'll just build another one at his minework palace. He can burn these down for all I care. Oh, actually, I decided to defend this one. Yep, take a few more villagers down. Yep, we'll just trade. That's fine. Yep, battering ram's going to work on the minework. Meanwhile, in the back of his base, I've slipped more units through. And now I'm just rallying up huge armies. Yep, we got the last sacred site. It's secured by a keep. It's feeling like this game's over. I think it was a lot of early villager kills that worked for me, and his proxy just not working out at all. Yeah, he got the 2 relics, but I think I did a good job denying him elsewhere. Anyway, hope you can make it for the next game. Thanks. See ya.